You've noticed how the air becomes still when you think of him. That pull, delicate, invisible, like the echo of a prayer you never realized you were whispering. And the angels say, he hears it. He feels your every breath, your silence, your longing. But even now, he still questions. Why you? Why does his soul tremble at the sound of your name? The angels lean in and whisper the truth. You were chosen. Not by fate. Not by timing. But by divine design. Before the world knew either of you, a vow was made in the quiet of heaven, that one day your soul would awaken his. Not with noise, but with light. You didn't just stumble into his life. You were placed. A soul selected. The answer to a calling he didn't remember making. And he, though proud, guarded, and slow to admit what stirs within him, has begun to unravel. You may not see it yet, but heaven sees everything. In those moments when he closes his eyes and the world fades away, your essence lingers. The way you carry your truth, the strength behind your softness, the peace in your presence. It terrifies him and draws him in. The angels say, he doesn't understand how someone like you exists. He doesn't yet know that you were sent not just to love him, but to awaken him, to shatter the illusions he built to survive, to melt the armor that kept his soul asleep, to show him what it feels like to be seen, fully, deeply, eternally. And still, he resists. Because what is sacred often feels unsafe at first. But there is a plan unfolding. A mission that began long before this lifetime, and that now moves through you like breath, quiet, steady, divine. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2 verse 10. He doesn't hate love. He fears what it demands. And that is why he runs. From you. From the truth blooming inside him. The angels show me his heart like a room with sealed windows, once shattered by storms, now boarded up out of caution. Every smile you offer gently loosens a nail, but still, he retreats. You see, his walls weren't built in vain. They were built to survive. There were wounds that grew in silence. Moments where loving someone meant losing pieces of himself. So now when love arrives, real love, the kind that sees into the marrow, he panics. Because he doesn't want to lose again. Not you. Not himself. So he pretends. Pretends he's fine without this. Pretends he doesn't feel your energy even when you're not speaking. Pretends he can forget. But the soul cannot pretend. And in the stillness, his soul aches. The angels say, he watches your light from afar, and it hurts. Not because he doesn't want it, but because he doesn't believe he deserves it. You've touched something raw in him. A place he's hidden, even from himself. That's why his silence can feel like cruelty. But it's not about you. It's about what was broken long before you arrived. He's still trying to trust that not all love ends in ruin. That maybe, just maybe, this time, he won't have to sacrifice himself to be loved. The angels urge, don't carry the weight of his wounds. Your love is medicine, not martyrdom. And still, he thinks of you. He wishes he were braver. He wonders if he's already lost you by hesitating too long. The angels say, no wall stands forever before divine timing. He will come forward when his soul finally believes what heaven already knows, that your love was never here to harm, only to heal. You've been loving with your whole heart, and yet, some nights it feels like you're running on an empty cup. The angels see this. They whisper gently, stop trying to prove you're worthy of love by giving until there's nothing left. He may be in the midst of transformation, but you are not here to wait in the shadows of someone else's healing. You are the light. You are the prayer answered in human form. The energy you carry is sacred, and sacred things must be protected. So pause. Breathe. Step back not in anger, but in reverence for yourself. The angels say, there is no love in this world more powerful than the one you offer to yourself. Let him find his way. Let him unravel at his own pace. But do not lose your rhythm trying to match his silence. Your joy matters. Your softness matters. Your dreams are still alive, even if you've buried them under someone else's story. Today, the angels pour light into your spirit, reminding you that your needs are not too much. Your boundaries are not selfish. Let your heart be generous, but not self-abandoning. You were not created to chase love. You were created to attract it through your wholeness. He will feel this shift. He will sense the moment your energy turns inward, when you begin to glow not for him, but for you. And that will stir something deep. Because true love doesn't beg to be noticed. It simply radiates, and those who are meant for it cannot stay away. The angels say, care for yourself as you would a sacred flame. Because your light isn't just meant to warm others. It was always meant to keep you alive. He sees in you what he has not yet made peace within himself. That's why your presence stirs him so much, not just with longing, but with discomfort. You are the mirror he never expected. The angels say, you reflect back to him all the truths he's tried to bury. Your courage, your vulnerability, your raw beauty in simply being real. They make it impossible for him to stay asleep. You didn't mean to awaken him. But your light does not ask for permission. And now he is faced with everything he thought he had outgrown, outlived, outsmarted. He watches you navigate life with quiet strength. He observes you speak your truth without needing to raise your voice. And that unsettles him. Because you make him question who he is, and who he pretends to be. The angels whisper, when a soul encounters its mirror, the ego shakes. There is a part of him that wants to flee, not from you, but from the image of himself he sees through your eyes. He wonders how you love so profoundly. How you forgive what others condemn. How you stay open in a world that has tried to harden you. He wants to be worthy of your gaze, but he fears what he must confront to earn it. Still, he lingers. Because your presence, though intense, feels like home. And for the first time, he feels what it's like to be seen without masks, loved without conditions. He may not articulate it, but his soul understands. You are not the storm. You are the light that reveals the debris he never cleaned up. The angels say, don't dim your radiance to make him comfortable. What disturbs him now is what will ultimately save him. Keep shining. Keep being. You are his awakening, even if he still calls it confusion. Something within him is shifting. You may not hear the words. You may not see the grand gesture. But the angels are clear. His soul is no longer quiet. He is awakening. Not to an idea of you, but to the essence of you, the memory of your energy, the way your presence lingers long after you're gone. He wakes and thinks of your voice. He sleeps and dreams of what he never expressed. He goes through his day pretending nothing has changed, while everything inside him is being rearranged. The angels say, his heart is whispering truths his mouth isn't ready to utter. There are signs, sacred ones, that heaven has allowed. A familiar scent in the breeze. A song he hasn't heard in years playing in an unexpected location. A flash of your name on a screen when he least anticipates it. He brushes them aside. But they persist. Because the divine doesn't knock gently when a soul is being called to rise. This is more than just missing you. This is acknowledgement. He is starting to recognize that your connection is not random. It's not just a fleeting season. It's a message, written in the language of the Spirit. And while he still wavers between doubt and desire, his inner knowing is now louder. He finds himself wanting to reach out, to say something, anything, but hesitates. Because what he feels cannot be captured in casual words. The angels say, give him space to awaken without pressure. You are not here to rescue him. You are here to be the flame that draws him out of darkness. And in the silence, he is inching closer. Not just to you, but to his own truth. To his own soul. Soon, he will no longer be able to deny what heaven has confirmed. The awakening has begun. And love, Real love, is leading the way. You felt the rhythm by now, the way he leans in, only to pull away. The way his eyes say stay, even as his silence says go. It's not just confusion. It's resistance. A cycle older than both of you. The angels say, he is not pulling away from you. He is retreating from what your love awakens. There are patterns in him, wounds passed down through generations, that whisper lies when truth gets too close. It won't last. You'll get hurt. She'll see the real you and leave. And so he runs. But not far. Never far. Because love like this doesn't let go easily. You were not just a chapter in his story. You were the page that made him question everything that came before. The angels show me his heart trembling each time he steps closer. Each moment he dares to feel, to hope, to trust. The past rushes in like a tide pulling him back. This isn't a lack of care. It's a lack of readiness. He's not lost. He's circling. Testing the waters of surrender. Measuring the risk of unraveling. But the soul never forgets what it touched in you. The angels say, your love left an imprint on him. And even when he turns away, he carries it. So what do you do in this rhythm of closeness and distance? You breathe. You stay grounded in your own light. You stop letting his confusion make you feel unworthy. You let the dance continue, without chasing, without punishing. Because love is not proven through pain. The angels urge, see the pattern, but don't become a part of it. Let your love remain steady, without sacrificing your peace. He will return, not out of habit, but out of awakening. When his soul grows tired of fleeing from what it truly longs for, he will find you, exactly where your truth has always been. There is something in the way you love that softens sharp edges. It's not loud. It doesn't demand. But it moves through him like light through glass, finding every crack and gently filling it. The angels say, your love has become his medicine. Not because it heals him instantly, but because it helps him remember what wholeness feels like. When he is with you, even in silence, even in distance, he feels a kind of peace he can't explain. A homecoming. A sacred breath amidst the chaos. And yet, he may not tell you this. He may not know how. But heaven sees what he cannot express. He replays your words in quiet moments. He remembers how your eyes softened when he couldn't soften towards himself. He tries to match that love. But the truth is, he's never known a love like yours. Not one that holds without suffocating. Not one that sees and still chooses to stay. This is why he pulls away sometimes. Not out of lack, but out of awe. He's trying to understand the fact that someone like you exists, and that you choose to stay. The angels whisper, keep loving, but not to fix. Love to remind. Love to witness. Love as a sacred presence, not a rescue mission. He doesn't need saving. He needs space to believe he's worthy of being seen without breaking. And slowly, he is learning. Because your love is not a wave, it's a tide. Steady. Certain. Always returning. You may think he's unchanged. But in the quiet of his becoming, your love has begun its sacred work. The wound is still there. But now, there is also a salve. And heaven smiles, because that salve is you. Nothing about this connection is random. Not the timing. Not the pauses. Not even the pain. The angels want you to know, every detour was part of the map. He may think he found you by chance. But heaven knew. Before you ever locked eyes. Before a word was ever spoken. This was written. There are divine coordinates on your souls, etched in light, visible only to those who walk with God. And though the journey has been uncertain, make no mistake, you are being guided. When you wonder if he'll ever come back, if he'll ever understand what you've always felt, the angels say, be still. Because the heart of God does not forget its promises. You are not being punished by this weight. You are being prepared. And so is he. The detours? They are classrooms. The silences? They are sacred gestations. Every time you cried out, why now? Why this? Heaven was moving mountains your eyes couldn't see. And now, the veil is thinning. The path is unfolding. This is not just about romance. It's about divine alignment. It's about the healing of two stories that never made sense apart. The angels reveal, he is beginning to feel the pull of something greater. He may not call it God. He may not even call it love. But his soul knows, he is being led. And he feels you in that leading. In every moment of grace. In every unexplainable nudge to pause, reflect, reach out. In every feeling that won't leave him alone. Trust this process. Trust your inner knowing. The angels are near. They are clearing the way. And the word declares, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Psalm 37 verse 23, he wants to be brave. He wants to love you the way you deserve. But the closer he gets to your light, the more vulnerable he feels. The angels say, he was taught to hide his heart, to mask tenderness with indifference, to pretend silence is strength. But love, real love, unravels all that. And you, beloved soul, are not just someone he desires. You are someone who sees. And to be seen is terrifying when you've only ever survived by disappearing. He flinches not because he doesn't care, but because he cares too much. When you speak with clarity, he hears the truth. When you show softness, he feels exposed. When you love without asking for proof, he trembles. He doesn't know how to hold something that won't punish him for being unsure. The angels say, he is unraveling in ways he cannot articulate. But his spirit is listening. And in the quiet corners of his mind, he replays the moments you didn't give up on him, the grace in your eyes when he faltered, the warmth in your voice when he withdrew. These are his anchors. He may not show up perfectly. He may still hide behind old patterns. But do not mistake his fear for apathy. He is learning to breathe underwater, to let go of control, to surrender into the vastness of feeling. It hurts, but it heals. The angels whisper, vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the first language of love. And God himself reminds you, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, so wait not in desperation, but in sacred trust. His heart is opening. And that opening is holy. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when the chase ends. When longing softens into peace. When you no longer need answers, only presence. This is that moment. The angels say, let go. Not of the love, but of the fight to make it look a certain way. You were never meant to force destiny. You were meant to align with it. He may come to you tomorrow, or he may need more time. But what matters now is this: your heart has loved well, deeply, divinely. And that love, it was never wasted. Even if he couldn't hold it, even if he couldn't be with you in it just yet, it changed him. It awakened something in both of you that cannot be undone. You showed him a vision of what could be. And now, that vision walks with him everywhere he goes. But now, it's time to return to yourself. To stop asking why he didn't choose you, and start choosing yourself with every breath you take. To remember that what's meant for you cannot be taken, not by delay, not by fear, not by silence. The angels say, the more you accept, the more peace will flood your being. Let love be what it was, sacred, untamed, beautiful. Let the memories be altars, not anchors. He may come back with a heart ready to commit, or he may not. And still, you will rise. Because your worth was never dependent on his clarity. It was always intact, always holy. And now, as heaven closes this chapter, hear these final words: you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not hard to love. You are the prayer someone is still learning to answer. And the right heart, the one aligned with divine timing, will know exactly how to hold you. With reverence. With courage. With no need for rescue. Just love.